Welcome back. You know, I've heard of dark beer and light beer, but spicy beer?
Spicy beer.
A spicy beer, a spicy beer. We're about to learn about it up close and personal as our guests take the Overhaul Challenge.
We said our guests because it's not gonna be us.
Well, yeah, well, we might try a little.
We're like, we'll let them do it. If you think you could do this as well, Justin Lewis and Jeremy Hildebrand are here to tell us about the upcoming event that benefits Firefighters versus Autism. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for bringing us a spread of beer.
Oh, yeah.
You betcha.
Here, I'll just drink some already.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, it's
it noon yet?
It's beer 30 somewhere.
Right, absolutely.
So how is some of this beer and the spicy beer and this Overhaul Challenge all mixing in with Firefighters versus Autism?
You want to handle that part?
Sure. Justin started Firefighters versus Autism, and we worked together in the same fire department. And right about the same time he was doing that, we were opening a brewery. I own it with two other firefighters. And one of the things we wanted to do was give back to the community. And so we figured a great way to do that would be to raise money through autism awareness. And what better way to do that than have a beer where the proceeds go towards Justin's charity. So we created an Overhaul, which is a very spicy beer, using ghost chilies and habaneros and all that kind of stuff. And we pair it with ghost chili habanero poppers. And if you can complete the challenge, you get a growler, and all the proceeds go towards Firefighters versus Autism, and people really seem to like it.
Have you had people take the challenge and win the challenge?
We have had people fail the challenge.
I was like, oh, no, okay.
Actually, you know what, a couple people have passed it.
Yeah.
They've been successful, and I admire them very much.
Yeah.
I can't do it myself. But we also just sell the beer alone without doing the challenge, and those proceeds also go towards the Firefighters versus Autism.
So all the money raised here, it goes towards the charity.
Correct.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit about your charity?
Sure. We started about a little over a year ago. We just got our official 501c3 blessing from the IRS, so that was pretty exciting. My PE degree doesn't exactly qualify me to fill out IRS paperwork, so it was pretty exciting that we got accepted. We raise money for rescue swim lessons for kids with autism. There's a huge drowning problem in the autism community. So the stat I like to give people is between 2009 and 2011, of the reported deaths of children with autism, 91% of them were due to drownings. So rescue swim lessons, pool fences for autism families, and autism awareness training for first responders. We've also gotten into equine therapies for children with autism and autism service dogs as well.
And autism, we've talked about that on this show before. There is such a wide spectrum of children or adults or anyone that can be affected with autism. What made you reach out and want to do something for the autism community?
I have a son who's on the spectrum, and so it's obviously near and dear to my heart. And as firefighters, we would go on drowning calls, and they're the worst calls we go on, anything involving kids. And so once I heard that 91% statistic, it was a no-brainer that's where we kind of took the firefighter approach with the nonprofit. It's like, we just, you can get involved in politics with nonprofits and all these other things, and we just wanted to solve problems, and that's what firefighters tend to do. And so we said, where can we get involved where we can help out? And that's what we decided to do.
Right, you're always saving lives and helping out, and this is a really great way for you to help out to something that's near and dear to your heart. Now, it says, Jeremy, I'm supposed to ask you about Sentinel Peak Brewery giving.
Giving?
Yeah,
Well,
they're big into giving
was it.
to charity.
Oh, yeah. So I thought it was I'd like to hear about it too.
Yeah.
And it basically goes back to what I mentioned before. Is when we created the company, we knew we wanted to give back to the community. Just like Justin said, it's sort of in our DNA as firefighters to give back. And so when we were able to create something that we could do that, and I remember when his son was going through all the tests, and before they even discovered he was on the spectrum, we kind of went through it all together. And so.
And who's this lady on our screen?
all of a sudden, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's a sexy lady on our screen.
Yeah, tell us about the
She's on your
calendar.
calendar.
So
time.
yeah, we have.
Sorry, that totally distracted everybody.
That's okay.
So we did. Last year was our first year, and we did the beefcake calendar, as we call it, with the guys like you see there. And then we did a family-friendly calendar where we had a bunch of kids from the autism community hanging out with us. There's me and my son. We had fire trucks out and spraying water, and our photographer went around and turned that into a calendar as well. This year we wanted to do a little something different. The beefcake one is still our big seller, but we wanted to try something else, so we did a Firefighters Wives calendar, and that's
I think that's
the
amazing.
cover there
Yes,
as well.
and we have run out of time to do the challenge, so we'll have to record it and put it up on our Facebook.
Yes, but
so we'll do that. We'll do that during the break. But Firefighters versus Autism will take place November 22nd at 12:30 p.m. at 49ers Country Club. To register, go to firefightersversusautism.org, or you can also call 548-9394 for more information. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
It is really spicy. Yeah, stick around. The Morning Blend will be right back.